Everyone has a story, and mural machine artist Tiffany Clark is no exception. She has transformed the dark days of her life into life-giving art.
When I was younger, I ended up falling in love with an artist and musician, and eventually became a functioning heroin addict. And after 4 years of that, he ended up ODing, and I kind of hid away for a couple years. And eventually I just had to reawaken myself. I've been sober for 3 years, and I've come from what is below the bottom, and just found it in myself to work the way back up, that there is a way up. Most people have forgiven me and know that I am working for better, not just for myself, but for the community and separate human beings individually. But I know it's hard for some people to hear or see that, so I want them to see it. I was lucky enough to get asked to do that Poppy mural, and I spent like a year planning it and then realized I didn't know what the heck I was doing, and Chris made big stuff, and he was really cute too, so I thought I would ask him for some help, and help turned into a beautiful artistic relationship as well as the other relationship.
I just got introduced to painting graffiti with the skateboarding culture, and it just became a complete obsession. And that was in the early 90s, and it just never stopped and never will stop. All of us are obsessed with something. Then like artists, people see their obsessions, and it's like more of an accepted, like, oh, you paint all the time, that's cool.
Thank you.
Collaborating with another artist, this is kind of interesting because usually we'll have the idea, and maybe she starts sketching on paper, and then I'll start painting the background with like this spray paint, and then she'll add that on top of it. It's like collaging, and then I might go back and add more paint on top of her painting.
It really depends on what the project is, because we have such different styles. I'll illustrate it out, and then he'll maybe do the rest of the stuff in the sketching. So it's that mixture of his spray paint and the brushwork, that back and forth layering till we decide together that it looks right. And as much as we pre-plan ahead of time, it is all spontaneous. We just kind of have an idea and let it grow as it happens, because it's all an experiment. I feel like it's the job of the artist to tell people what they need to see. I mean, that's why we create stuff, is to share that imagery that's in our brain. So yes, it has to be so that the community will enjoy it, but I enjoy pushing those boundaries to kind of open people's eyes to different things. Like if you're not an addict or don't know anything about heroin, the Poppy mural, it's a bunch of poppies to you, but it's gonna be an opiate recovery center. The more that we get to make our own art, but with that twist where it's part of the environment, it's part of the community, I feel like that's helpful to us. It gets our artistic whatnots out, and it's hopefully something that the community will enjoy.
In a way, you're creating a chance or an image that people can talk about, will tell a story, and then they'll go tell their friends, and oh, I saw this and that, and then, no, I saw this, and you know, it's the connection thing. You're creating a catalyst for people to connect or talk to each other about something new or unique or larger than life in their environment.
I feel like now that I have more honesty in my work, that more people are able to connect. People enjoyed my landscapes. I'm a great landscape painter, but you just walk right by it. When you make work that people say, hey, that's in my soul too, they connect with it for that moment, and then when I get that conversation with them, the back and forth, that's even better, and I give them that moment of being vulnerable and that ability to let themselves out as well. It's a rarity that I feel like we do that in today's society, but it's the only thing that will heal us. We're very separated. Our floor spaces of our houses are getting bigger, but our connections with people are getting less and less. I think we need to reverse that. Our environment is a reflection of ourselves. We're very colorful in this town. there are so many little niches of people here that are doing their own thing and growing with whatever their little project is. I feel like the more that you give back as far as color in their lives, the more they tend to give us back. I don't think there should be any gray buildings in town. I plan on painting, or at least having other people paint most of them.
I always feel like it's like our artwork's living, and it's almost hard when like we're done with the piece. I'm like, it's been changing for the past week, and then the question like, where do you stop? You know, when is it done, or is it ever done?
When we have to go into the next show.
Yeah, when we run out of time. All right, we fell asleep. Painting's done now.
When the sun sets.
Yeah.